Before I get started with this first video on this brand new camera, I want to go over some information right quick. This camera is capable of HD, but my current SD card is tiny. So I have two choices. I can make really short HD videos, about 7 minutes, or I can make normal length, long, droning on, boring fucking videos that I usually make in standard definition. So I'm going to go with the standard definition for now, and when I get a slightly bigger SD card, I'll go with some more of the fancy stuff. Alright, so what's the first video I talk about? What's the first topic I talk about? What's the first video with this new camera? Well, there's something I've been wanting to talk about for a long time. You see, I am a guy who owns an Xbox 360 and a PlayStation 3. This again being the nice fancy controller that Patrick sent me, which is just beautiful for shooters that let you swap the trigger and the tab functionality. It's a fantastic controller. I have Xbox Live Gold and I have PlayStation Plus membership. And if there's one thing that pisses me off more than anything in this world, it's when I see something on Facebook announcing the next games for Xbox Gold users or the next game for PlayStation Plus users. And I'll click it going, huh, maybe somebody put some answers in the comment section. Maybe they copied the game so I don't have to visit fucking IGN or something. And then, of course, I clicked the video and I clicked the comments, and there's nothing but arguing little twat fanboys in there. Every single time I see this bullshit where somebody's like, oh, the Xbox is much better, or somebody going, well, if you're paying for PlayStation Plus, then you're not actually getting the games for free. Which is true. I want you guys to note that. I've seen so many people cover this subject. I even saw Blackbuster Critic cover this subject. And I love Blackbuster Critic. He's an awesome motherfucker. But even he was wrong about this subject. I'm going to tell you all why these people are wrong when they bitch and argue about such an arbitrary fucking service as PlayStation Plus or games with gold. Before I get into the gist of this discussion, I want to nullify two arguments that I know can come up in the comment section right quick. Listen very carefully. Yes, it is utter bullshit that you need to pay for gold to play your games with your friends. That's fucking stupid, okay? There are so many other systems that allow for you to play freely, like the PlayStation, hell, even Nintendo's games that had the, not the Wii anymore, but the Wii U, you can play for free. And of course on PC, you never have to worry about this bullshit where you're paying for some service. You just use your internet. Another thing that's bullshit is how gold locks out your Netflix. If you're paying for your internet and you're paying for your Netflix, it's bullshit that you need to pay for something else to watch fucking Netflix on a 360. So I'm nullifying those arguments right now. The gist of this discussion is about the services, the basic stuff that you get with your paid subscriptions. And let's face the facts. Sure, a lot of people get their money's worth with the gold by playing multiplayer, but I'm not fucking one of them unless it's me playing with my cousin Crystal. Another thing I want to get out before I go over these two subjects. I have not paid for either of these services. I didn't pay for my Xbox Live Gold subscription, and I damn sure didn't pay for the PlayStation Plus subscription. My cousin Crystal is very generous and she likes playing games with me, so she paid for my Xbox Live Gold, 2 years running now. Really cool stuff. She also bought herself a PS3 recently, and there was a year subscription to PlayStation Plus, and I asked her, can I have that? And she gave that to me as well. So I'm not blinded by these bullshit fanboys that have to justify what they're paying for with all these stupid little quips and excuses. Okay, I haven't wasted any money on these services, so I'm not foggy up in the head about it. Let's go over right quick PlayStation Plus, because in my opinion it is kind of egregious how people adamantly jerk off to this fucking service. PlayStation Plus, what do you get with PlayStation Plus? Well, you get a very paltry 1 gigabyte online storage space, which quite frankly, the only time 1 gigabyte has ever made a difference in my life is when I had to decide whether I wanted to listen to Hobson or Disturbed on the MP3 player. It's not a big issue, and it definitely isn't worth spending money. The other service you get is you get exclusive access to some demos, which is bullshit, because if it's a demo, it should be free for everybody to use. I understand that Xbox Live Gold members can get early access to demos, but eventually the demo goes free for everyone, which is okay, I don't mind that. But exclusive access to certain demos, I had to be a PlayStation Plus member before I could play your 1 hour timed trial of Dead Space 2 on the PS3 to see if I'd like to play it on the PS3. That's fucking bullshit. Okay? The demo for Dead Space 2 was fucking free on Xbox 360. Why do I need to be a PS Plus member to play it for the PS3? And I know a lot of people be like, well, it's a full game demo. You can play as long as there's an hour. You can play as far as you want. You can only go so far in an hour, okay? Just give us a fucking regular demo and don't put it behind some stupid paywall. Another service that you get is you get exclusive access to certain avatar images, backgrounds, things like that that really don't make a whole lot of difference. So, at the end of the day, the thing you're getting with PlayStation Plus is, well, the games. There's also another thing that I just thought about. PlayStation Plus has this really stupid feature where it's like, automatically update your system. You mean the thing it's supposed to already fucking do when you connect to the internet? Fuck you guys. The thing you're getting with PlayStation Plus are the games. When I look at the games between Games with Gold and PlayStation Plus, there is a big difference in quality, and I'm not going to fucking nullify that fact. There is a big difference in quality. Some of the quality games that I've gotten on PlayStation Plus are amazing. I got to play Tomb Raider, the newer Tomb Raider. I haven't bought it yet because I'm fucking terrible. I know I should have bought it. I'm going to buy it. I'm going to go out and buy it even though I beat it already. It's a fucking great game and I want it in my collection. I got to play Tomb Raider. I got to play XCOM Enemy Unknown, which is really fucking hard. I'm going to try to get a copy of Enemy Within. I hope it's a little bit easier. If you played Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within, let me know if it's easier because it kicked my ass. I'm not really used to RTS and stuff like that. I haven't done it in so long. I really suck at it now. I got to play Metro Last Light was available on there. I've since borrowed the PS3 copy because I like the game so much I want to play it on PS3. There's a lot of really quality games on there, and a lot of them stay up there and they're available for download indefinitely, to my knowledge. I've gotten a copy of Lone Survivor, which is a 2D horror game with a pixelated style, and it's a very good game. There's some good stuff on the PlayStation Plus. There's good stuff on Games with Gold as well. If I may go to Games with Gold for a moment, things I've gotten on Games with Gold, there's a lot of indie shit, but I think a lot of people, a lot of the fanboys forget that PlayStation Plus does indie shit as well. I mean, I don't know what Thomas Was Alone is, and I don't want to fucking play it. I don't know what this other, like, stealth game that they put up was. I don't want to fucking play it either. But on Xbox Live, I got Deadlight was the recent one, and that's a phenomenal game. Very good. I'm glad I didn't have to pay for it, but I have it now. It's fucking mine. Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, Sleeping Dogs, Hitman Absolution, which I can understand Hitman Absolution is not a great game. If I had never played Blood Money and Contracts, I would think it's a great game. It's not a good Hitman game, but it's still a AAA title that is well worth downloading and playing. There's been good games on both sides of the spectrum. The thing that pisses me off of PlayStation Plus, though, which is something that's different than Xbox Live Gold, and I'll go over it in a minute, my copy of Lone Survivor has an issue. You see, I downloaded it with PlayStation Plus, and in the information on it, it's got something on there that drives me crazy. It has, to the very day, the moment when Sony will decide I can no longer play the Lone Survivor. It has an expiration date, and it is exactly, well, not exactly a year from now, because I've had PlayStation Plus for a few months now. It's at the end of my subscription. I know a lot of people are like, well, then just resubscribe. I don't wanna. I don't think the service is worth it. To be perfectly honest, I don't like the thought of having an expiration date on games that they're supposed to be giving me. You're not getting the games for free, you're renting the games. That's all you've ever been doing is renting the games. And it's bullshit. Are there some good games? Yeah. I know that all the little Sony fanboys recently started jerking their cocks because Batman Arkham City became available for PlayStation Plus members. But the pure God's honest truth is, if you're a good gamer, you already fucking have Batman Arkham City. Or at least you should. I've got a copy of it over there on the fucking 360. What do I care if it's on PS Plus now? If you're a good gamer, you already bought that game. Just like I should have bought Tomb Raider already. I get sick of this shit. I tested something on my Xbox 360. In between the time when my last subscription to gold ran out and my new subscription was given to me by my cousin, I let myself go silver for a day, and I checked my games. I could still play Dead Island, I could still play Sleeping Dogs, I could still play Lara Croft and the Guardian Light, I could still play all the shit that I had downloaded up until then for games with gold. Do you know why? Because all the bad things that Microsoft does, everything that is to their detriment, the one saving grace they have is that the games with gold are actually yours. And you know what the funny thing is? I checked. I deleted Dead Island, I went back onto the games, I went to re-download it, and I can still re-download it without ever paying for it. The game is registered as mine now, because they gave it to me. I have a lot of issues with Microsoft, but that's pretty cool if you ask me. I think it's utter bullshit, though, how everybody argues over these services. Let me be perfectly honest with you when it comes down to Games with Gold and PlayStation Plus. Both services are a fucking waste of your money, your time, and your effort. And I'd appreciate it if you quit arguing about which one's better when they're both banal at best. Okay? You're paying $60 a year for either a few free games on the Microsoft console, or you're paying $60 to rent games on the PlayStation console. I'm not going to tell you guys which one I prefer, but I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. Are there some quality games on PS3? Yeah, but they're games you should already have. And I already have a lot of what PlayStation 3 has offered. I had a lot of what Xbox offered as well. I've already got Rainbow Six Vegas. I don't need to get it with the gold. It's stupid that people argue over these services, but then again, gamers argue over fucking video games, consoles, corporations. They argue over everything. They argue over the bloody controllers. This is what I like. I like the way these triggers feel. And you know what? Since I got this controller, I've had no problem. The only problem is this thing is third party and doesn't have 6-axis control. So I can't play Killzone 2 with it because I need to do this to turn valves and shit. But you know what? That's the thing. Fanboys will find anything they can to argue about, even when both services aren't relatively good. Both consoles are really good. The 360 and the PS3 are both amazing systems with amazing games. But these services are fucking bullshit. And if you're still going to suck the corporation's dick and go for it, at the very least you can keep that off the comment section, because I'm really sick and tired of seeing it. If you have enjoyed this video, let me know. This is of course going to be the first video with this new camera. If you're a PlayStation Plus or an Xbox Live Gold member, please comment down below and let me know what you think of the services. I'm not going to berate you if you like the services, so long as you don't berate me, it's all good. I think they're not worth it. Personally, I haven't spent any money on them, and for free, I think the services are not worth it. You, however, are probably paying money. I want to know what you think of these services. Do you think that maybe Microsoft and Sony could make the services better? I would certainly like it if Sony would take off the fucking expiration date and let us actually keep the games we download for paying for the service. You know, like Microsoft does. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's been a while since I made a video. I probably look like shit. I don't know if you guys can see my pajamas. But, yeah, this is first video with a new camera. Again, I'm going to try to get a new SD card, maybe a 32 or a 64 gigabyte SD card. And I'll make nice, fancy HD videos. I don't know how this looks. I don't think that the camera looks bad or anything. It looks really good. Of course, it's kind of dark in here right now. But I know that there are some people on the internet that just can't handle the fact that some things are standard definition and some things are high definition. I'm old enough to remember when people were bitching about high quality videos. Oh boy. How times have changed. Anywho, if you enjoyed the video, let me know. And, I don't like doing a lot of editing, and I haven't gotten a way to turn this camera off besides just reaching back and turning it off. But as always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more content. I didn't turn it off, did I? Well, I know I did.